wanted to let you know that that YouTuber that is stalking Channon and doing 32 or more videos about Channon is all lies.
Hey you guys, it's Channon Rose, and today I'm going to be telling you about what that YouTuber did to me at my wedding. I know that you guys have been patiently waiting for this video. I'm sorry it took so long. It wasn't really in my control of how long it was taking because it was being dealt with the police and the court system. If you guys haven't watched my YouTube wedding drama video, this video won't make sense. I will link that down below. I will also link down below the proof she is lying video. And just so you guys know, there has been so much going on that I haven't talked or made videos about during this whole time. So before I get into this video, there's so many things that I need to cover because I have been quiet for so long and so many things have gone on that I haven't told you guys. But I have a whole folder here of things that I want to tell you about that's been going on. And just so you know, I would have never, ever told you guys about these things because I would never purposely try to make somebody else look bad, but because they have been constantly making videos about me telling you guys that I am this awful person that's sending death threats and harassing her and cyberbullying her every day and telling everyone that we need to leave her alone, that is what she has been putting online while all of us have been keeping quiet. None of us have done any of those things. During that time, she has been doing all those things to us. I have filed, just so you know what I'm about to tell you, I have filed 3 police reports for violations of restraining order. 3, okay? She had violated the restraining order so many times, you guys. She keeps doing it and her threats just keep getting worse. We'll go over that in a second. So we're going to talk about the restraining order thing. We're going to talk about some other criminal activity, and then we're going to talk about what happened at the wedding that was really fucked up that she did. So let's start with the restraining order. If it wasn't for this YouTuber that's made 32 videos about me, let me just repeat that one more time. This YouTuber has made 32 videos about me, mentioning me. That doesn't include Snapchats, Twitter posts, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, and I have made 2 videos. Okay, now this YouTuber, since all this drama has been going on, has saying that I've been sending her death threats, that I leaked her address online, which I never even had her address, and I'll get into that in a second, and that I've been harassing her every single day. I just want to let you guys know I haven't made any videos trying to defend myself after all the videos that she put out. And doing all these awful things, none of us have made videos about her or trying to defend ourselves or anything until today, or what, it wasn't today, I'm sorry, it was maybe yesterday. She had put up a video saying that she had gotten restraining orders on 3 YouTubers. So what you guys don't know is that in September, I ended up having to get a restraining order on this YouTuber, and it was extremely difficult to do. She kept denying the restraining order, even though she had admitted to receiving the restraining order.
Oh my god, I don't want you to make videos about me directly or indirectly. Well, fuck you!
She knows exactly who I'm talking about. So this is going to do just fine. So you're going to put the item that reminds you of the person who you're casting the spell on into the cauldron. Because this person is extra disgusting and gross, we're going to need some pine sol to disinfect it. You say I'm crazy? I got your crazy, bitch. Say it to my face. Bet you can't. Bet you won't. Because you're a little bitch. Your heart is little, your brain is little, and your soul is non-existent.
In that restraining order, hold on because I have it in my folder here. Let me find that really quick. I filed my restraining order against this person on September 25th. I was granted a restraining order. I didn't just get a restraining order for no reason. I got a restraining order because I was legitimately scared for my life. This person had been sending me severe death threats, harassing me constantly over and over and over again. And at first I was just like, you know, she's crazy, whatever, this will die down. It never died down. It just kept going. And I was like, you know what? Like, this chick's mentally unstable. I need a restraining order against her. This is the kind of person that would come kill me, and I don't feel safe. Everywhere I go, I am bringing a taser with me because that's how scared I am. Even though the other day she posted saying that she has restraining orders against 3 different YouTubers, what you didn't know was that I had gotten a restraining order on her a month before she decided she wanted to get restraining orders on us. Now what she did was she lied in court to get these restraining orders, and she's trying to say that we can't talk about her, and I honestly think that she knew that this video was going to be coming out about what she did at my wedding, and she was trying to put a gag order on me, basically like a restraining order saying that I can't talk about her, so that this video wouldn't go out. Well, I have not been served, okay? And if I do get served, I will happily take those papers and fly to Arizona and fight and defend myself, because everything that she's claiming that I did is not true at all, and I can prove all of that, and I will happily come in with my attorney, try to get subpoenas from YouTube, from all the email addresses that were used to make those death threats, and find out the IP address it was coming from, and I can guarantee you it would lead back to Amber's IP address. Because those death threats, I guarantee she made herself. She has done so many fucked up things, you guys have no idea. My restraining order actually is in effect. I don't know the exact day it went into effect, but I'll check before I post this video, and I will put that date that it actually went into effect on the screen. She has violated my restraining order so many times. Like every day she's violated it, because she still continues to talk about me every day, even though I have not done or said anything to her. The only thing that I've done was serve her with a restraining order saying that I leaked her address out, and she's saying I'm the only one out of all these people that had her address because I sent her a wedding invitation. That is the biggest lie, you guys. You want to know why? Because I didn't send out mailed invitations for my wedding. I sent out a video invitation for my wedding, and you guys haven't seen that yet, but I will actually, now that my wedding's over with, I will actually make that video public, our wedding invite video, and I will link it down below so that you guys can actually watch that. I only had her email address. I've only had her P.O. box address. Through all the swaps that we did, she never gave her actual address to me, Bree, Kristen, nobody. Nobody has her address, and I know why now. Let's see, what else has she lied about that I can disprove? Oh, that I sent a police officer to her house for a wellness check. Well, I can tell you right now, and I actually have the text message that she sent. She sent me a text message, you guys, that said, all the bullying drives me to my old suicidal feelings from 2 years ago. My blood will be on your hands too. That is basically a threat saying that she's going to kill herself. So guess what, you guys? Out of my good conscience, I did call the police. I said, I think that this person, even though this person did something so fucked up to me, I still cared enough to call the police and say, I'm worried for this person's life. They just sent me a text threatening that they may kill themselves. Can you go check on her and make sure she's okay? So she is flipping this, making me seem like I'm a bad guy and I made this up all by myself. Just so you know, I don't have her home address. I couldn't tell the police where she lived. But the police, if you have someone's date of birth and their full name, they can look up an address, and that's what happened. So just so you guys know, I never had her address. I never leaked her address. That's all bullshit. And I really hope all this goes to court for all this stuff, because when and if it does, our attorneys will get subpoenas to all of these websites to try to find out the IP address from the emails that all these leaked addresses are coming from, because this is just crazy. She has been served, and I'll tell you, she was served on October 14th. Remember, I got my restraining order in September. It took me probably a month to serve her, because she has been hiding from the process server, and she has been hiding from the police. Finally, the police department served her. Chandler, Arizona Police Department served her, and here is the actual email from one of the officers from the police department saying that she was served and that they sent in, a certificate of service directly to the courts for their records. So just so you guys know, that's my proof of my restraining order, and that it actually is in effect, and I'm not just making that up. Anybody can go file a restraining order. It has to actually get served to be in effect, and then you have to go to an actual court hearing to see if that's going to be a permanent restraining order. So I have actually gone to court 3 times now for that, which is just fucking ridiculous. Like, this is not what I wanted to be doing, you know what I mean? These are criminal police reports that I have had to make on this YouTuber for the things that she has done to me during all this time that I have been completely quiet about. Now, this doesn't have to do with my wedding yet. We'll get into that in a second. So Penal Code 422, which is a terrorist threat, that criminal charge has been filed against her. 646.9, which is for stalking, has been filed against her. And then 653M, which is a lesser charge, but they have it under annoying calls, but it's kind of the same thing as like annoying messages, getting over and over videos made about you. So those are 3 different criminal charges that this person has against them that don't even have to do with the criminal charges from my wedding. This is just in the recent months from my wedding that she has done to me that you guys have no idea about. Now, these are police reports. You can't fake this shit. I would go to jail if I faked this shit or made this up. Okay, you guys? So just so you know, this is real shit. All over the place with this video because there's so much shit and I don't even know how to go about it in order, and I'm so overwhelmed right now because I just got back from court today and I'm making this video. You guys may think that it is either a coincidence or that I did this on purpose because of her restraining order video that just came out. That's not the case. I actually just today got the email that there has been a warrant issued for her arrest in the city of Sacramento, that if she is ever in Sacramento and gets pulled over, she will have a warrant for arrest and get arrested because of what she did at my wedding. Now, as you guys know, a lot of people are saying, oh, that video of her stealing the bouquet was doctored. No, it was not doctored. First of all, I didn't make that video. I had a videographer for my wedding that edited that and did all that. So they're not doctoring that video. She clearly took the bouquet. You can see her put it into the backpack. In fact, you will see in this video I have more footage.
And one of her bridesmaids actually gave me her bouquet.
Of her holding the bouquet in her hand, and then when you see a camera guy that goes around and starts filming like the guests at the wedding, you can see she purposely puts the bouquet behind her backpack as in to cover up the bouquet. And then when that camera goes away, you see the wide shot that's filming me. You can see her in the background because clearly they were filming, you know, my mom and I or my dad and I dancing, but you can see her in the background in the blue dress clearly put that bouquet into her backpack. There's no reason that she should have been taking that bouquet. I mean, honestly, I think it's just really weird that she would even want that. But after all the things that she's done, I honestly just think that she's so crazy that that's like a prize of her getting away with like doing something like that. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just honestly what I think. Now, to tell you what she did at the wedding.
Wanted to let you know that that YouTuber that is stalking Channon and doing 32 or more videos about Channon is all lies. It's just incredible what she's keeping herself busy with. She's the one that sent Channon a text asking her could she come to her wedding, which is like the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard of. That should have been like our first clue that she shouldn't be invited. But Channon, being the nice, caring person that she is, didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So obviously she did invite her. She brought a backpack to a wedding. Who would ever do something so ridiculous? And then when we were watching Shannon's videos from the wedding, we actually saw her put it into her backpack. And Channon handmade those, and it took her a really long time. And she would be the last person Channon would want to have that. And then on top of that, Channon, we were talking about her gifts for the wedding, and she said she really, like, didn't even get half from the people that were there, cards, which, you know, everybody gives cards congratulating people. It wasn't about any gifts. It was just about the cards, and we were missing at least half of the cards, and that's kind of obvious where that would have gone in the backpack with the bouquet. Learn from those mistakes and move forward. Just wanted everybody to know that that's what happened. Shannon hasn't done anything wrong. She hasn't even spoken to this girl since the wedding. Neither has any of the other YouTubers, and she doesn't plan on it. If they already go to court, Channon has all the evidence she would ever need, and this other person has zero. So I'm sure eventually that's what it will come down to.
When Travis and I got back from our honeymoon, we started to open our wedding gifts and our wedding cards. And we were kind of realizing like there weren't very many of them for the amount of guests we had. And so, you know, we didn't really think much of it. And then, you know, we opened them all up, and it was kind of weird because there was a lot of cards that I would have expected to get from my family just weren't even there. And I was just like, wow, maybe like my family is having some like financial hardships, but I would think they would at least get me a card. So I just like, I don't know, it was just really kind of weird, something weird about that. And then my mom called me later that day and had just said like, you know, did you end up opening your gifts? My mom helps me manage my finances, so she was trying to figure out, you know, where we should put all that money, like in what accounts, you know, whatever. And I had just told her, you know, like, it was really weird I didn't get a card from so-and-so or so-and-so. And she was like, well, you should have, because I know that they gave you one. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, I know that, you know, so-and-so and so-and-so definitely gave you a card. I watched them put it into the card box. And that's when I started to kind of put two and two together about this YouTuber being in suspicious places throughout the night. And you guys, over half of our wedding cards were stolen. Over half of our wedding cards were stolen, with thousands and thousands of dollars missing. I know this because I had to file a police report for this, and if you have ever had to do this, you know that I had to call each of my family members, and if you have no idea how uncomfortable and awkward that was for me to have to call my family members and say, hey, did you happen to give me a card? And if you did, was there money in it? And can you tell me how much? And if it was cash or check or a gift card? It was so uncomfortable, and I had to do that for over half of my wedding guests. It really was very hurtful. It honestly just, it makes me sick. And what makes me more sick was not that like, oh, I missed out on all that money. It was made me more sick that some of those people that had given me cards with money had been working their asses off to save money to give me for my wedding that didn't have very much money. And that was like such a big deal for them to be able to feel like they were able to give me something, and then to find out that like I didn't even get it, and like to think I missed out on like all my family's cards that were like wishing me a happy wedding, and to know like all the sweet thoughtful things they would have written in those cards to me that like I would have gotten to read and like look at like in years when I think back on my wedding and be able to look at that stuff. Like I won't have that. So it was extremely hurtful and just fucked up, like so fucked up. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, why would somebody want to do this to me? Like, what did I do to this person to make them want to do such awful things? Because you guys, this is not the only fucked up thing that she did. This is just one of the biggest fucked up things that she's done to me. She's done so many other things. She's tried to ruin friendships of mine. She's tried to tell people that I'm not the person I say I am, and that I'm like an awful person to like people that are my friends that know me, that are like, are you crazy? Like, what are you saying? Like, why? You guys, the day before my wedding, she was like talking shit about me and basically saying the only reason she wanted to come to my wedding was to get views and subscribers. Like, who does that? Not only that, but there were a ton of other things missing from the wedding. And, you know, I'm not trying to point my finger or anything, but I'm pretty sure I know who did it. There are actually 2 warrants out for Amber from me. So if she is ever stopped by the police in the city of Sacramento, she will be arrested for the crimes that she committed at my wedding, also for violating her restraining order. And then on top of that, there are actually new, on top of all of that, you guys, she hasn't stopped. She's still doing this shit. She's harassing me every single day. She keeps saying that we're harassing her. She's harassing us. We haven't made videos about her. The only times we make videos like this are in defense or us responding to her fucked up videos that she's made 32 videos. This is only my third video I've made about her and having to defend myself. But even though I would have made this video anyways, because I told you guys I would, from the things that she's doing, I've gotten messages from complete strangers that don't even know me that have seen her Snapchats and her videos saying, you need to call the police. You need to get a restraining order. That last video seemed like a threat. You need to make sure you record that and take it to the police station. It's not just me. It's complete strangers and a lot of my subscribers, even her subscribers, that are saying like, you need to get a restraining order on her. She is freaking crazy. During all of this time that she's saying we're harassing her, she has paid people to spam our Twitters, Instagrams, YouTube channels with hashtag Team Amber, hashtag Shannon's a liar. I mean, like, crazy shit, you guys, that like, we didn't deserve any of this. She's making false claims about my friends, saying that them and their husbands have been sending her death threats. It's all a lie, you guys. It is all a lie. She is completely mentally ill. And you know what? I kept thinking to myself, why did she do this? Why would she steal from my wedding? Why would she do all of these things? And after a while, when I realized that her boyfriend or fiance, whoever he is, has stole over $18 million and all of their, like, money has been seized or frozen or something, it makes sense now why she would have done that, because they're broke. Like, they don't have any money. And all of those like shopping sprees and all of her seeing her Snapchatting, like going and buying all this shit, you guys, I honestly believe that she's buying all those things with the money that she took from my wedding, that were from my guests. And it is really fucked up. I'm really glad that they were able to issue a warrant for the theft at my wedding and for violating her restraining order, because it's just fucked up and no one deserves this. And I can guarantee you that the reason that she is moving is not because I leaked her address, because I didn't leak her address. I didn't even know what it was. I honestly think she's moving because she's hiding from the people trying to arrest her, either for the people trying to arrest her for the crime she's committed or people trying to serve her, because she probably has police and process servers at her house all the time, and that's why she's moving. That is honestly why I think she is moving. When she puts a video up trying to say that we're doing something fucked up, and then we come out and defend ourselves and tell you the actual truth, she then tries to say, oh, it was just a prank video, like her prank videos were just satire. Like, she wasn't claiming that was a prank when she put that out, until I put out the proof of her lying and actual footage of her taking the bouquet from my wedding. That is only when she said, like, oh, it's a prank video. Then she puts out these restraining order videos, and now she's saying, like, oh, well, the police are lying to me. She's just backpedaling. She's all over the place. She can't keep her story straight because they're all lies. I am, like, so over this shit. Honestly, you guys, I have cried. I've had so much anxiety. I have spent so much time and energy dealing with all of these court cases, police reports, constantly at the police station. Every time she violates a restraining order, it has been so draining and just like so ridiculous that I have had to deal with all of this. All I want is for this to be over. I want this YouTuber to leave me alone. I don't want them to keep making false videos about me and making up lies about me that are not true. Honestly, if she was so scared for her life and she was receiving all these death threats and all this shit that she's saying, all these lies that she's saying, she would just get off social media. But that's not the case. She's not scared. She's doing this to get views and attention. She loves this shit. And it's just pathetic that she's like using bigger YouTubers to try to get views and subscribers by like making us look really bad and making up so many lies about us. You guys will notice I haven't had like regular videos posting every day because I've been dealing with all this shit. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to be able to like post my videos like I normally do and be in my positive, happy place. I just haven't been lately because I've been dealing with like this chick and just like her trying to like literally destroy my life. And it just sucks. And I just like, honestly, just want her to leave me and my friends alone. That's all I'm asking. Stop talking about me. Like, there's no reason for you to be talking about me. I'm not making videos about you. I'm not posting Snapchats about you every day. I'm not, making Twitter posts about you every day. Like, you are doing that to me. You leave me alone. I'm not doing anything to you. The only reason I make these videos is because It's making me crazy. And then you guys believe her crazy lies. Like, I really hope you guys don't keep believing her crazy shit. I honestly have had to make videos being like, stop believing her. She's lying. I don't want to have to keep telling you guys she's lying. Just know any word that comes out of her mouth is most likely a lie. She's fucking crazy. I think I'm gonna go take a Xanax now. I've had a crazy day. Spent all morning in court, then all afternoon at the police department, and then I had a doctor's appointment, and now I just want to fucking chill. But now I'm gonna have to edit this video and get it up for you guys. So I hope I didn't forget anything. I love you guys. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video.